dedicate to get fat.
That was fucking close, man. Fresh fade on Tuesday, feeling good. It is 5 PM right now. I'm about to head to the gym to hit some deadlifts. Today is a single at 8 and volume, depending on what the single is, but it's going to be a minimum of 240 kilos for about 30 working reps. So should be a bit of fun. The hand is still, if you guys can see that, still a little beat up. It's not ideal, so I might try put a bit of a plaster or something over it today, see how it goes. Shitty day out today. I always find days like this just so demotivating. You know, just being around the house, looking outside. You're just being around the house, looking outside. It's just, I don't know, just something about today. Weather does make a huge difference in your mood. But anyway, today's essentially week 1. You guys saw some footage just before of yesterday's workout. So that was really good. So I'm always just comparing things from development cycle to the next. And just looking at sort of things like, you know, the start point, where we start to peak. And like I've talked about it before, I sort of peak towards the end of the 3rd or beginning of the 4th week. And that's shown now from about 3 development cycles I've run. You'll notice that, you know, I get really strong at the end of that week and beginning of the next week where the competition stuff is. And then if I continued it like I did in the first cycle after 4 weeks, there was a decrease in or loss in performance. So like things would start to move slower and they'd be a lot harder. I'd be really fatigued and just pretty much would be pretty burnt out. So basically, looking back at the last block or the last cycle, My first week was 265 kilo at about an 8.5 RPE, so that obviously isn't that great. And then 4 weeks later I went in and hit 280 kilo at 8 RPE. Then I ran a pivot week like I mentioned in the last video, which went really good. It's probably one of the better like deload or pivot weeks or whatever you want to call them. Mike, I know, refers to that as a pivot week because it's just taking us between development cycles. So yeah, so that went really well. And yesterday I hit 275 kilo at 8 RPE, so that was 10 kilo up from last time's week 1, and also half an RPE point down. So that's a really promising sign. I then hit 245 for a set of 5 at about 8.5, and then reduced the weight for another 2 sets, so 235 then 225. So nothing too major. And then a really good session on the bench. I was doing 5 singles, which is something I haven't done before. So that was pretty different. They were all supposed to be around the 8 RPE mark. So as always, my goal is just a one really good set, and that's what I did. So I decided to go with 210. That was always the goal, but we added some fractional plates because I had been hitting 210 quite a number of times actually in the last probably 3 or 4 weeks. I know I hit it for a single a couple of times, and I missed it on a double once, and then I ended up actually doubling it, so that was good. So what I did is just added a fractional, went 210.5, nailed that. That was really good. Then I went 205 for 2 singles, and then 200 for 2 singles as well, which was really good. So I was happy with yesterday's workout, but just got to keep the momentum going. It's only week 1. I'm lifting at the end of essentially week 3. So I am only right now 18 days out from the meet. I'm in the 85 kilo body weight range, so I've got a couple of kilos to drop, which shouldn't be too bad. But anyway, let's go hit some deadlifts, some pin press, and we'll see you guys in a moment. Fun fact, we pay $2.06 for gas a litre here. That's for a litre, 1 litre, not a gallon. Alright, so that was 300. So what I want to do now is actually got to do, so I'm working between 82% of the single for the day as a maximum for the working sets, or 75% of my 1 rep max. So basically what I'm doing is I'm working between, so if I drop 82% of 300, that's 246, and if I was to use 75%, I think it's 240. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the first couple of sets around 247 for sets of 5, and then I'll just drop between from there down to about 240, just to stay in those sort of percentages for the day. And then the goal will be over the next week and the week after to increase the overall weight for the working sets as well. So if I build up the single each week, so say 300, 305, 310 maybe, then what I'll do is I'll increase obviously the first few working sets, but I'll also hold them for longer as well. So instead of just doing one or two sets, I might do 3 or 4 sets out that way before getting down to actually 75%, which is again around 240. So I'm going to drop down to 247 now. I'm up. Chains today. Heavy chains. Hey Tyler, say hi.
Oh, I made it.
Say hi to yourself and say hi to Stella and Lindsay.
Hello, internet.
You guys, you're watching yourself in a few days' time.
Hello, Stella. Hello, Lindsay. I love you.
Oh. Alright, so it's Thursday today. Doing chain deadlifts. So this is only the second time I've done them with Mike. It's been quite a while too. The last session I did was quite a few weeks back. Then I had that, obviously, that pivot week that I've talked about before. So today is single at 8. Last time I did 260 kilo on the bar. Then I had the chains as well, so that's 20 kilos each side. So I hope I can set them up really good today, and then back off work after that. So I'm just going to keep it really conservative, just from a recovery standpoint, because lower back can get really fatigued. Already have done single squat, single deadlift, then a single pin squat yesterday, and another single today. It's just a lot of stress to put through the rectors for me, just with my positions in those two lifts. So I'm wearing a belt, but anyway, let's get into it. That's pretty good actually. Happy with that. Fuck, that still hurts. That little thing there is painful as fuck.
Yep.
Right, so I'm going to make this my top set of 6, 150, about 320-ish pounds, something like that. 330 maybe. Haven't done these for fucking ages, man. Leave it at that. That was good though, 156. I think my best is what, 210 for a single, like 3 years ago maybe. Literally haven't done that for that long. And I can't get into position anymore, like front rack. No mobility there right now, so if I'm going to keep doing front squats, I have to work my way back to that. Because I do feel way stronger. And that just kills my shoulders, so we'll get there, bro, we'll get there. Yep.
Nice. Sorry about that. I wasn't expecting it to be that heavy.
That's right, bro.
Yeah.